Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway in Foxborough. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graves. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Dolphins.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Another carry for Wilson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Play action, now it's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Graves. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Now you look at this Patriots defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Tua going to throw. And down he goes. They sack it back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Patriots are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Miami set to take over. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Waddle's first catch, good for a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, running left is Wilson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He'll take a shot here for Patton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
All right.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A give. This is Wilson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Graves. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Wilson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
The Patriots offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll try and run for it. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Patriots had 10-6 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
3rd and 2.
Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They'll try and run for it. But he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Tua. He's got a man complete. across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tua sets up to pass it. The pass are going to get there. Down he goes. Myles Murphy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Graves.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Murphy. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. He finds his man complete. It's Graves. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This is caught. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try and run with Wilson. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now, 3rd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after it right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60,
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats. 60 Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going up top. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Savon Rebel. And the Dolphins are going to take over here near the 40. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It all comes down to this. Week 18. All the playoff spots and playoff seedings will be locked up. Let's get into the highlights. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The 49ers at home to take on the Texans. And this is Jatavian Sanders. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they play host to the LA Rams.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
All the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 171 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Dolphins 17. Andy Borregales to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, what's
once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Back to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Here's Jamie Gillen now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Big play there for New England. 45 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try 1-4 on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, New England.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And to find the open man, that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Jeffries right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. The drive stick. He's intact with a pickup of 13.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jeffries. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Right back to him on 1st down.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 226 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time it forced him to taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jeffries.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Graves. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Up, they got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll look to throw again. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game, facing challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
2nd and long. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll see it's incomplete.
We've seen this play a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A real chance for them to start this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, Puka 19. 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And room there to work it inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Second and 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
Looking to throw. Jeffries. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now a second and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Third and long.
Off the play fake. Jeffries. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Okay, ready?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the... And he's in! Touchdown! Patriots! A big play there! 57 yards! And the Pats extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Back to throw. Jeffries. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP.
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Brings up second and 4.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Dolphins 17.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.